We've just arrived at the New York Travel and Adventure Show. Join us. So Klaus, I was playing with this stuffed animal, this tortoise,
Yes.
right? But you just showed me a blue booby. What the heck is a blue booby?
Well, it's a seabird. It's probably the most iconic bird in Galapagos.
Okay.
Is a blue-footed booby because it has stunning blue eyes.
Yes.
And the male gets extraordinarily blue when it has been feeding properly,
Okay.
which is a good thing to show off to the female. So he actually dances by showing off the feet. And she looks at them and she starts dancing too.
Okay.
So it's a ritual that all of our clients get to see when they come to the Galapagos Islands.
I never knew that. I know that Galapagos, they claim to almost be the beginning of all nature. Sometimes people say that it started there, right? And and the turtles, the tortoises, live for hundreds of years there.
That's correct. That is correct. Giant tortoises are extinct in most of the planet. There's only 2 places on Earth where you still see them, and that's in the Galapagos Islands, where you have many of them.
Yes.
All of them
This
protected.
one's just a little baby right now. It's going to grow up to be a gigantic one.
Actually, they're the size of a hamburger, and then they get to be almost the size of a Volkswagen Beetle. They weigh a refrigerator full of beer. That's what a tortoise weighs. So they're in the Galapagos and in the Seychelles.
Okay.
But in the Galapagos, they're the name giver.
Got it.
Galapagos means saddle
Yes.
because some of these tortoises have the shape of a saddle.
Ah, interesting, and that's how it got its name.
got its
But the blue booby,
Blue-footed booby.
the blue-footed booby, you can also see there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you have had an extraordinary journey when it comes to tourism. You've done many things. You've been a guide. Let's just go through some of the steps, because I asked you behind stage. I said to you, "What got you involved in tourism?" And what did you tell me?
Well, my father moved to South America a long time ago in the 50s, and he loved South America. It's a country to explore, to see wildlife, to see nature, to see volcanoes, amazing cultures. It is an amazing continent. There's so much happening. And I grew up basically being a tourist and my father being a guide. And years later, a company needed a German-speaking guide for the Amazon.
Well, the Amazon, yes.
In the Amazon, the Ecuadorian Amazon, I became a guide there. And that's how I got into it. I thought I would do it for a year, and that was 36 years ago. I'm still in tourism.
Amazing. So besides being a tour on the Amazon, what were some of the other jobs that you had?
I became a guide in the Galapagos Islands. I was a dive guide. I was the first expedition leader for the company. I was also a mountain guide, a scuba diving guide, I already mentioned that.
Right.
So I did all of that,
Right.
which is a fantastic place to have an office.
Wonderful. And now you're representing these countries, right? So that the tourists want to go there. What do you feel is a must see? Like if I get off the plane and I'm heading towards you, where are we going first, Klaus?
Well, I get the feeling that a show like this is an incredible show. Not a single person here gets to live long enough to see everything that is here. It's impossible. So there's a couple of places that are better than the others.
Okay.
And there's no equivalent of Galapagos. There's no African Galapagos. There's no Australian Galapagos. There's one, and only because the ingredients that have made Galapagos what it is do not replicate in any other place on Earth. You're going to be right on the equator with extraordinarily rich waters. We have penguins in Galapagos. We have 23 species of whales. We have 3 species of boobies, the blue-footed boobies, the red-footed boobies, the Nazca boobies.
Oh.
We have albatrosses in the Galapagos Islands. So it is truly an amazing place to be. And because there are no terrestrial predators, animals have never developed or have lost the mechanical response to fear, which means that you don't have to whisper when you approach animals. You can tell them, look what's going on, the animals are asleep. Right. They ignore you completely. That is something that is very special because you have wildlife that is right there and doesn't react on your presence. We have to enforce a rule of 6 feet. Okay. Don't get closer than that. Okay. But the sea lions will come right up to you and touch you. Wow. They can touch you, we cannot touch
them. Understood, right. If they come up to you, it's okay, but you want to give them their space. Yes. That's so exciting. I've always wanted to go to the Galapagos, and it's nice to have someone like you to describe the passion for it, right? To talk about the beauty and the culture. What about the cuisine? What am I dining on? If you and I are going out for dinner tonight, what are we having there?
Well, here's one thing that you should know. The Galapagos fleet cannot increase. Since the 90s, the early 90s, there's a law in Galapagos that any existing ship can only be replaced, or any new ship can only replace an existing ship. It's like the taxis in Manhattan, the medallion system.
You get one,
a new taxi comes in and the old one has to get out. So the size of the fleet of Galapagos remains the same. And there's 69 ships, sounds like a big fleet, but there's less than 2,000 beds in all of the ships combined. What happens when you cannot increase the flota, the fleet of ships, is that it gets better. So the chefs in Ecuador and the chefs in Galapagos, the cuisine in Galapagos has gotten better and better and better. But nobody goes to Galapagos because we make the best eggs Benedict south of the equator.
No.
You go because of the wildlife. But you'd be surprised that after an amazing day with wildlife in Galapagos, you come on board and you're going to have a fantastic food. Fantastic food, fantastic drinks. We have a team of chefs from the Cordon Bleu School of Gastronomy. And what they do is they make menus for all of the different keto, gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian. Where we have a little bit more difficulty is with kosher and halal because there's a lot of restrictions of what you can fly into Galapagos and because it's a protected area. But the food is extraordinary.
So if you're going to eat there, the food's going to be beautiful because it's all going to be pure and fresh.
Yes, that is correct. Pure and fresh. Yes.
I love that. Thank you for visiting with us. I had a lot of fun with you. Can you show me that dance again? What show us with us. Show me what he does here. Let's put. Hold on a moment. Okay, I want to learn.
So the male,
right?
Starts showing off the feet by raising it like this.
Okay,
So it goes up and down, and then he goes sky pointing.
Okay, right. And then what does the female do?
And the female does the same thing.
Waddles.
Yeah.
Little waddle.
So we are just a very successful couple of boobies.
There you go. We're a couple of boobies having fun at the Travel Expo. It's so delightful here. You never know who you're going to meet. You meet people from all over the world. You've got to attend this show. So much fun. Thank you sincerely. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for the conversation. Happy journey to you.